Have you heard about the latest innovations in 3D printing? Do you want to know how to bring it into your classroom?
The whole idea that you could actually build your own 3D printer didn't even ever cross my mind that that would be something I could do.
Open Source Classroom has developed a series of build-your-own 3D printer workshops that can put a 3D printer into the hands of teachers in your area.
That's how I got involved with 3D printing, and then when this came up, and we had a workshop where I come build my own, I took advantage of it, and I've been hooked ever since.
So many of the people from my district too who did the workshop, one, we loved Rob. He's so passionate about what he's doing that you can't help kind of get excited about it too. And again, the workshops I think are so beneficial because it's different just being there hands-on.
Coming to this workshop and being familiar with the Makerspace lets me know that it really is, anyone can do it. It's not very expensive and it's very user-friendly. You don't need to be a tech geek to be able to work the machines.
Open Source Classroom's Build Your Own 3D Printer Workshop is the cornerstone of its program in 3D literacy, offering students and teachers a way to be educated for evolving technologies.
Open Source Classroom is a company that specializes in training teachers on how to utilize 3D printers and other open source technologies. 3D literacy is a new idea that is designed to help people turn a concept into reality. There's three major components to it. There's 3D printing, 3D CAD design, and 3D programming. And the idea behind 3D literacy is to integrate those different engineering disciplines together so that somebody can utilize those skills to be able to solve a technical problem. The evolution of 3D printing over the last couple of years has been tremendous. Costs have gone way down, accessibility has gone way up. The open source maker movement has really moved this technology forward at an alarming speed. CAD design software is kind of that middle step between, okay, so I've got an idea, how do I get that idea to the 3D printer? And using CAD software, you can develop objects that would exist in three-dimensional space. It's a great skill to have, especially if you want to be able to communicate your ideas to other people around the world, and also to be able to communicate your ideas to manufacturing machines like 3D printers. In the past couple of years, there have been dozens of new open source or free CAD software that has become available to the public, and this expansion of available software has really enabled average individuals to have access to engineering software to be able to develop ideas. 3D programming really is the ability to integrate hardware and software. So with knowledge of programming, I mean, one has to have an understanding of how they want their project to interact with the three-dimensional world, and then having some basic electrical knowledge and some basic programming knowledge to learn how to control those electrical circuits is what will really allow people to create these smart projects. And now this could include a lot of things, being able to hook up sensors, motors, things that move, gears, all those things that kind of help control our highly technical world that we live in these days. The program itself is the ability to add intelligence to a project. 3D programming really is the ability to integrate hardware and software.
In education, there are always all of these acronyms that are thrown at parents, at students, and teachers. You know, we have PBIS, we have IEPs, we have MTSS, we have all of these acronyms. Now we have STEM and STEAM and STREAM. But what it comes down to is finding a way to engage our students so that they're going to want to do the work without it being in their mind's work.
All of those different subjects in STEM or STEAM are really integrated into singular activities that students can engage in. And it's very practical, it's very application oriented. So a student may not even realize that they're learning science or learning mathematics or integrating art into these projects because their mind is set more on, the end result of the project that they're engaged in. I think what's really important about 3D printing is having the ability to engage students in the full cycle of product design and development, where prior to having access to this technology, very few people were able to see that process from start to finish. Well, somebody who is 3D literate has proven that they have the ability to utilize available resources to solve technical problems. And they can do this quickly, cost-effectively, and efficiently.
I think 3D literacy is going to be a great opportunity for students and teachers to develop some skills that are not just in one direction, one line, but it's in three different areas essentially. And what's unique and good about that, I feel, is it's going to provide them with experiences to see how the culmination of the whole come together, but in addition, it's going to also provide them with some transferable skills that whether they go into manufacturing, whether they go into a different type of career, they're going to be able to use those skills and that knowledge that they've gained in those three components.
It's changed a lot of the ways that I teach things in a way that and I think it's inspired the kids to do neat stuff. And I think anytime you can inspire kids to learn and to problem solve, because it's needed in education.